I want to talk about one of the factors that leads some fathers to lose contact with their biological children after they separate from their mother, which is that of the legal and the structural systems that are in place. Let me read this to you. Family courts can feel stacked against fathers. Even if the system aims for fairness, many men perceive it as biased, and the repeated experience of being sidelined or disbelieved can be demoralizing. Some give up because every encounter with the system feels like rejection. If contact becomes dependent on the ex-partner's consent and she's hostile or disrespectful, gatekeeping can occur, limiting the father's involvement further. So there's a lot there for us to talk about. But let's firstly talk about this. Unless you've gone through divorce and separation, there is the court system is one of the scariest places for people to be. Unless you've actually gone through it, it's really difficult to explain to people what it's like. And it's little things like the letters, like having to find your child's birth certificate, like having to fill out the decree, like having to speak to your ex-partner to figure out, like, for example, what their pension is, calling your insurance company to find out what your pension is, how much of it, finding out, for example, that you're about to lose your pension, you're about to lose your house. All of these kinds of things, time and time again, add up. And when a man is sat in his solicitor's office, a lot of men, the first time that they find out that they're going to lose some of their pension is when they're sat in the solicitor's office. A lot of men don't even realize that a lot of the time, because of the way the court systems work, which is that the children's needs basically take precedence, it's not that the court is being biased, but basically the court takes the children's needs ahead of both parents. And so what ends up happening is, for a lot of fathers, they perceive like they're losing everything. For example, if you've got a mother who's got 3 kids and they're all living in a house, usually he's going to be the one to move out, and he can't stay in the house because they're going to have to rehouse in three children and a wife. So that sort of stuff can feel like very painful. A lot of the time, a lot of men don't go to their solicitors, or when they do, their wife is already ahead of them. Their wife is already filed. She's already grieved. So she's not as emotional as he is. Remember that when people are getting divorced, usually one of them emotionally is way ahead of the other. And if their ex-wife isn't ready to slow down and allow him time to process and realize what's going on because she's moved and she doesn't want to wait for him and she wants to get through this divorce, it can cause all sorts of issues. And that level of rejection and gatekeeping, if she's like, well, you can only see him if you sign the divorce papers, causes more tension.